Hello, folks and fellas. It is me. I'm back, and we're gonna see if we can make our way through Genki Chapter 2 tonight. So this lesson's gonna open us up on shopping. So in this lesson, we will ask and answer how much things cost, do shopping, and order food in a restaurant. I think this is about another 26-ish pages. So let's get rolling. Mary goes to a flea market. Mary, sumimasen. Kore wa ikura desu ka? Mise no hito, sore wa 3000 yen desu. Mary, takai desu ne. Sha, toke wa ikura desu ka? Mise no hito, are wa 3500 yen desu. Mary, そうですか。あれも高いですね。店の人、これは1800円ですよ。じゃあ、その時計をください。A man finds a wallet on the ground. 知らない人。これは誰の財布ですか？メリー、私の財布です。ありがとうございます。After shopping, Mary goes to a restaurant. Excuse me, I had to take off something. 店の人、いらっしゃいませ。メニューどうぞ。メニューをどうぞ。メリー、どうも、これは何ですか？店の人、どれですか？とんかつです。メリー、とんかつ？魚ですか？店の人、いえ、魚じゃないです。肉です。おいしいですよ。メリー、じゃあ、これをお願いします。メリー、すみません。トイレはどこですか？店の人、あそこです。メリー、ありがとうございます。Mary, excuse me, how much is this? It is 3,000 yen. Mary, it's expensive. Well then, how much is the watch? The vendor, that is 3,500 yen. I see, that is expensive too. This is 1,800 yen. Mary, then I'll take the watch. Stranger, whose wallet is this? It's my wallet. Thank you very much. Restaurant attendant, welcome. Here's the menu. Thank you. What is this? Restaurant attendant, which one? Oh, that's tonkatsu, which is pork cutlet. Tonkatsu? Is it fish? Restaurant attendant, no, it's not fish. It is meat. It is delicious. Mary, then I'll have it. Last one. Mary, excuse me, where's the restroom? Restaurant attendant, it is over there. Mary, thank you very much. So for vocab, here we have kore being this one, sore being that one, are, that one over there, dore, which one, kono, this, sono, that, ano, that over there, dono, which, koko, here, soko, there, asoko, over there, doko, where, and dare, who. And for food, we have oishi, which is delicious, sakana for fish, tonkatsu for pork cutlet, niku for meat, menu in katakana for menu, and yasai for vegetable. Oh, I was confused. I thought this furigana was for over here. That confused me. For some things, we have kasa for umbrella, kaban for bag, kutsu for shoes, saifu for wallet. That one was in the dialogue. Jinzu for jeans, chitensha for bicycle, Shinbun for newspaper. Sumaho. Sumaho for smartphone or mobile. T-shatsu for t-shirt. Toki. Toki. For watch or clock. And noto for notebook. We have a few more. Pen. Kore wa pen desu. If you know, you know. For pen. Bushi for hat or cap. Hon for book. Ginko for bank. Konbini for convenience store. Also katakana. Toire for restroom. Katakana as well. Toshokan for library. That one's new to me. Toshokan. Yubin kyoku. Yubin kyoku for post office. Countries. These are kind of familiar. Britain, Igirisu. Korea. Konkoku. China, Chugoku. Majors, we have Eigo for English, Kizai for economics, Computer for computer, Bijinesu for business, Reikishi for history. Family members, we have Oka-san for mother, Oto-san for father, money matters, we have Ikura for how much, En for yen, Takai for expensive or high, and for some expressions we have Irashaimase for welcome to our store, Onegai shimasu or O onegai shimasu for please, and O kudasai for please give me. Ja, then or if that's the case. Dozo for please and here it is. And domo for thank you. Grammar. When you talk about this thing, that thing, and so forth, you can use kore, sore, and are. Kore wa ikura desu ka? How much is this? Sore wa 3,000 yen desu. 3,000 yen desu. 3,000 yen. We have one word for this and two words for that. Kore refers to a thing that is close to you. The speaker, this thing here. Sore is something that is close to the person you are talking to. That thing in front of you. And are, or yonder, refers to a thing that is neither close to the speaker nor the listener. That one over there. Are wa watashi no pen desu. Kore wa watashi no pen desu. Sore wa watashi no pen desu. So we can see here they're using are, which you use. So they're neither close, neither of these guys are close to this pen. So they're using are. This one's pretty close. So they're using kore. And this person is a little further, so he's saying that pen, or sore. There's also an expression, dore, for which. Which one is it? What are you that you're talking about? Dore desu ka? Avoid using these rare series words in reference to people in earshot, as in introducing people. So you would not want to say, Kore wa tomodachi no Meri-san desu. This is my friend Mary. You would not say these kore, sore, are words for that. In the last section, we learned that kore, sore, and are stand for this thing and that thing. If you want to say this book, that watch, and so forth, use kono, sono, ano, and together with a noun. In other words, the re series stand alone and are directly followed by wa, while the no series must be followed by a noun before it gets connected to wa. You use kono, sono, and ano plus a noun in reference to people as well as things, unlike kore, sore, and are, which are sometimes considered impolite if they are used in reference to people. Kono toke wa ikura desu ka? How much is that watch? Sono toke wa 3,000 yen desu. That watch in your hand is 3,000 yen. Ano gakusei wa ryugakusei desu. That student over there is an international student. If you already know that one of several students is Japanese, but do not know which, you can say, Dono gakusei ga nihonjin desu ka? Which student is Japanese? So, to summarize, kore wa would be close to the person speaking, which would also be kono wa. Sore wa would be close to the person listening, or sono wa. Are or ano is far from both people. And what is the last one? What is the modified to? Do. Dore wa or dono wa would be an unknown thing. So just a general thing. No. Questions words like dore and nani cannot be followed by the particle wa. Instead, you must use the particle ga and say, Dore ga anata no pen desu ka? Which one is your pen? We will turn to this issue in lesson 8. No, it is also okay to use the re series words for humans if you are referring to people that have appeared in an earlier passage or if you're just pointing at a picture of a person. Since dono is a question word, just like dore discussed in footnote 1, we cannot use the particle wa with it. We must use ga. Koko, soko, asoko, and doko. We will learn just one more koso a do set. Koko, soko, asoko, and doko are words for places. So, koko is here near me. Soko is there near you. Asoko is over there. And doko is where. You can ask for directions by saying, Sumimasen, yubenkyou wa doko desu ka? Excuse me, where is the post office? Yubenkyoko wa asoko desu. The post office is right over there. This yubenyoku. Yubenkyoku. Okay. Yubenkyoku wa asoko desu. We will learn how to give more specific directions in lesson 4. In lesson 1, we learned how to say things like Meri-san no denwa bango, Mary's phone number, and Takashi-san no okasan, Takashi's mother. We now learn how to ask who something belongs to. The question word for who is dare, and for whose, we add the particle no and say dare. Kore wa dare no kaban desu ka? Whose bag is this? Sore wa Soro-san no kaban desu. This is Sora's bag. Nouns. In lesson 1, we learned how to say item A is this and item B is that. We now learn how to say item A is this and item B is this too. The word for two in Japanese is particle mo. Takashi-san wa nihonjin desu. Takeshi is a Japanese person. Yui-san mo nihonjin desu. Yui is a Japanese person too. Pay attention to where the particle is placed. In English, the word to can be placed after the sentence as a whole, as in the translation above. In Japanese, you can only put mo directly after the item, just like another that has been introduced earlier. In the example above, Yui-san gets mo because it is like the likewise item, which is the property of being a Japanese person, with Takeshi-san. That's a little confusing. A is X, B2 is X. So if they're both have the same property, we use mo, I suppose. Noun. To negate a statement of the form XYY this, where Y is a noun, we replace des with janai this. Yamada-san wa gakusei janai desu. Mr. Yamada is not a student. You find several stylistic variants in negative sentences. Janai desu is very colloquial. The more formal replacement for nai desu is arimasen. Ja is a contraction of dewa, which is more formal and more appropriate in the written language. Thus, in addition to the above sentence, you also find Yamada-san wa gakusei ja arimasen, more conservative speech style, and Yamada-san wa gakusei de wa arimasen, formal, appropriate for writing. No, we cannot use mo to describe a situation like the following. Our friend Pat has dual citizenship. Pat is Japanese, but at the same time, she is an American. To describe the second half of the situation, we cannot say Pato mo Amerikajin desu, because the sentence would mean that Pat, in addition to somebody that has been mentioned, is an American. Neither can we say Pato wa Amerikajin mo desu. Japanese speakers would say Pato wa Amerikajin demo arimasu. I'm a bit confused there, but that's okay. In the dialogues, there are two sentences ending with des that call for special attention. Are mo takai desu ne? That one is too expensive. And oishii desu yo? It is delicious. These sentences cannot be negated by replacing des with janai desu, because takai and oishii are not nouns. Are mo takai janai desu and oishii janai desu are therefore not grammatical. Instead, one would have to say takaku nai desu and oishiku nai desu. We will learn about the conjugation patterns of adjectives in lesson 5. Des and janai must always be accompanied by a noun. In answer to a question, therefore, des and janai do not stand alone. So, for example, Nihonjin desu ka? Are you Japanese? Ie, Nihonjin janai desu. No, I am not Japanese. That's the correct version. The incorrect version would be Ie, janai desu. We've got to have the noun in there. So we've got to have Nihonjin janai desu instead of just janai desu. Affirmative. X, Y, Y. This. Negative. X, Y, Y. X is not Y. I do not fully follow here. I don't know what this negative version is saying. Janai desu. Oh, this is just janai desu. Janai desu. Jariyosen. Jariyosen? I'm not sure. Te wa ari. Oh, I think that's ma. Ja arimasen. Te wa arimasen. That makes more sense. Te wa arimasen. And ja arimasen. Alright. Statements often end with the tags ne or yo. This is the section, ne or yo. Depending on the way the speaker views the interaction with the listener. If you are seeking the listener's confirmation or agreement to what you are saying, you add ne, right, to your sentence. Risa no senko wa bungaku desu ne. Mr. Lee, your major is literature, right? Kore wa niku janai desu. This is not me, is it? If you want to tell the listener that you are fully confident of what you are saying, and the listener had better believe you, use yo, I tell you, at the end of your sentence. Tonkatsu wa sakana janai desu yo. Let me assure you, tonkatsu is not fish. Sumimasen wa igirisujin desu yo. In case you wonder, Mr. Smith is British. Alright, we are at page 65. I am not sure we will make it further in a single sitting. I think the 80s is where lesson 3 comes up. 65, 82. Yeah. We'll keep going. But be forewarned. All right. 65. O kudasai is kudasai is please give me X. You can use it to request concrete items in general. O onegai shimasu. 2 is request for item X. When used to ask for a concrete object, O onegai shimasu sounds slightly more upscale than O kudasai. It is heard often when ordering food at a restaurant. I will have blank O onegai shimasu can also be used to ask for abstract objects, such as repairs, explanation, and understanding. O dozo is used when an offer is made with respect to the item in X. In the dialogue, the restaurant attendant uses it when he is about to hand the menu to the customer. On the pronunciation of number words. Note that the words for 300, 600, 800, 3000, and 8000 involve sound changes. Counters, whose first sound is H like hyaku, 100, generally change in sound after 3, 6, and 8. Some counters that begin with S like sen, 1000, change in sound after 3 and 8. Refer to the tables on page 380 and 381. Interesting. Big numbers. In addition to the digit market for tens, ju, hundreds, hyaku, and thousands, sen, which are found in Western language as well, Japanese uses markers for tens of thousands, man. Thus, 20,000, for example, is niman, which would be 2 times 10,000, rather than ni chu sen, which would be 20 times 1,000. While the next unit marker in Western languages is 1 million, Japan describes that number as 100 times 10,000. That is hyakuman. More complicated numbers can be considered the sums of smaller numbers in the following example. 2,304 and 567 would be 23 times 10,000, or niju sanman. 4 times 1,000 equals yonsen. 5 times 100 is go hyaku. 6 times 10 is rokuju. And 7 is still nana. Culture notes. Nihon no okane. Japan's official currency is the yen, which is pronounced en in Japanese. The bills and coins currently in circulation are the following. We've got the 10,000 yen bill, which has a portrait of Yukichi Fukuzawa, a philosopher and the founder of Keio University. We have the 5,000 yen bill. It has a portrait of Ichiyo Higuchi, which is a writer and poet from 1872 to 1896. 2,000 yen bill has the Shurai Gate, the second gate of Shuri Castle in Okinawa. And the 1,000 yen bill has a portrait of Hideo Noguchi, 1876 to 1928, a bacteriologist who devoted himself to yellow fever research. Then we have 500 yen coins, 100 yen coins, 50 yen coins, 10 yen coins, 5 yen coins, and 1 yen coins. All bills and coins are different sizes. For example, the bills slightly descend in length from 10,000 to 1,000 yen. Although credit cards and mobile payments are widespread in Japan, some small shops and restaurants may not accept them, even in major cities. Consequently, most people usually carry a certain amount of cash with them. Okay. Practice. We've got some numbers up here. 100, hyaku. 200, nihyaku. 300, sanbyaku. This one's underlined probably because it has a different pronunciation. 400, yonhyaku. 500, gohyaku. 600, ropyaku. 700, nanahyaku. 800, hapyaku. 900, kyuhyaku. 1,000 is sen. 2,000 is ni-sen. 3,000 is san-sen. 4,000 is yon-sen. 5,000 is go-sen. 6,000 is roku-sen. 7,000 nana-sen. 8,000 ha-sen. 9,000 kyusen. No, 10,000 is ichiman, not man. While 10 is ju, 100 is hyaku, and 1,000 is sen. So, ichiman for 10,000, niman, 20, 30 sanman, 40 yonman, 50,000 goman, 60,000 rokuman, oh, rockman, 70,000 nanaman, 80,000 hachiman, and 90,000 kyuman. I do not feel like reading these numbers at the moment. Look at the pictures and show how much things are. Pen wa ikura desu ka? That would be 80, which I think is just hachiju. Example, pen, hachiju and this, 80 yen. We're gonna skip over this for the sake of speed, and we're gonna skip over this pair work too. Items 1 through 6 are near you, and items 7 through 12 are near your friend. Your friends ask what these things are called in Japanese. Pay attention to kore and sore. Sore wa nan desu ka? You. Kore wa pen desu. Friend. Kore wa nan desu ka? You. Sore wa T-shatsu desu. Alright. Look at the picture and tell what each building is. Are wa nan desu ka? Are wa Toshokan desu. Toshokan. I do not remember. I'm gonna guess library is Toshokan. We got konbini for convenience store. Post office was a new word that I heard today. Banko? I don't know. Pair work, we are going to skip. I'm gonna skip this exercise as well. So much pair work and exercises. We just want the lessons. Maybe we do still finish this in one sitting. Let's see. Got these role play and review exercises. It's not going to do too much for us here, I think. So the solo learner. Class activity. Nah. Alright. We have another exercise here. More pair work. Yeah. There's a lot. Useful expressions. Here we go. Kokuban for blackboard. Sukue for desk. Keshigomu for eraser. Like gomu gomu. Book is hon. Jisho for dictionary. Doa for door. Denki for light. Katen for curtain. Window. Or no, excuse me. Mando for window. Isu is chair. Enpitsu for pencil. Wakarimashita ka? Do you understand? Wakarimashita. I understand. Wakarimasen. I don't understand. Or I don't know. Yukuri ite kudasai. Please say it slowly. Mo ichido ite kudasai. Please say it again. Chotto mate kudasai. Please wait for a bit. It says a while. I'm going to say a bit for my understanding. Kite kudasai. Please listen or please ask. Junpei or mite kudasai. Please look. Oh, Jupeiji. Peiji. Please look at page 10. Jupeiji or mite kudasai. Alright, you know what? That actually does get us there. There's lots of exercises there. I think I will have to find a substitute for those and do them in my own time. But otherwise, thanks for listening and have a great one.